Get ready to go rallying on Gran Canaria. Round 4 of the 2025 WRC season is on the horizon. Taking place on the stunning volcanic island of Gran Canaria, Rally Islas Canarius is a new addition to the WRC calendar, having earned a reputation as a thrilling asphalt challenge in the European Rally Championship. Its smooth, technical roads demand precise driving and strategic tyre management, with the heat adding an extra layer of difficulty. Featuring 301 kilometres of flowing roads, technical mountain passes and scores of switchback hairpins, the island's subtropical climate and unique geology will make for a fascinating event. Rally Islas Canarius will be the first all-asphalt outing for the new Hankook tyres, and the warm temperatures of the island's coast will be ideal for extracting maximum performance from the fresh rubber. However, with some stages climbing as high as 1,800 metres above sea level, the change in altitude brings with it the risk of fog, cooler air and damp road conditions, making both visibility and tyre choice even trickier for the crews. And with the Armco barriers sometimes only inches away and offering the only protection between car and cliffside, the risks of disaster need to be balanced with the rewards of speed. Alvin Evans leads a 5-strong Toyota lineup for Rally Islas Canarius, and after taking back-to-back wins in Sweden and Kenya, his lead at the top of the Drivers' Championship is already significant. Evans will start with a record-breaking advantage of 36 points over second-place Thierry Neuville, and it would be hard to bet against the ultra-consistent Welsh wizard for another solid points haul, with 3 of his 11 WRC wins to date coming on asphalt. There's a long way to go in the fight for the Drivers' Championship, but Evans has established himself as the man to beat, with only one driver getting the better of him in 2025. 8-time world champion Sébastien Ogier will start his second WRC event of a part-time 2025 campaign at Rally Islas Canarius. The Frenchman's historic win and 33-point haul in Monte Carlo still places him 4th in the Drivers' Championship, despite missing the last 2 rounds. And with Ogier nominated to score manufacturers' points in Gran Canaria, Toyota will have their sights set on a 5th WRC victory in succession since the final round of 2024 in Japan. Kalle Rovanperä started the season with the weight of expectation on his shoulders. The double world champion's part-time campaign in 24 saw him take 4 wins, more than any other driver last year. But the Finn hasn't been able to recapture that form since returning to full-time action. A late retirement at the previous round meant he left Kenya empty-handed. But the Finn was on course for a strong second place behind Evans, at one point running just under 8 seconds behind the Welshman. Rally Islas Canarius will be Rovanperä's first all-asphalt event since Japan in 2023, but he has proven his speed on this surface before, with a memorable victory at Rally Croatia in 22. Takamoto Katsuta came agonisingly close to beating Evans in Sweden and showed off his ability to go full send in Kenya. But his raw speed and sometimes eye-wincing commitment, even in the most treacherous conditions, creates big risks. The Japanese driver was on course for a solid top 5 finish at Safari Rally Kenya. But after rolling his Yaris on the Wolf Power stage, Katsuta sustained too much damage to make it to final service, retiring from the rally and dropping out of the points altogether. He will be ruining a missed opportunity, and with Evans, Ogier and Rovanperä the nominated manufacturers' point scorers, the pressure is off for Katsuta to make a bold statement. Hyundai finished 2nd and 3rd at Safari Rally Kenya, outscoring their championship rivals despite what threatened to be a weekend to forget. Reigning world champion Thierry Neuville couldn't quite shake his Kenyan curse, picking up 2 minutes of time penalties in addition to a drive shaft problem. But the Belgian still managed to salvage a 3rd place finish to put him 2nd in the Drivers' Championship. 7 out of Neuville's 21 career victories have come on asphalt, and having sought out extra experience with the hand-cooked tyres at the ERC's Rally Sierra Morena, the Belgian is guaranteed to be one to watch at the top of the timesheets. Uytanak's outright speed hasn't been fully reflected by his results in 2025. The Estonian has taken 12 stage wins this season and had a 46-second lead going into stage 9 in Kenya. However, transmission issues with his i20N forced Tanak to settle for second overall, but the Hyundai driver's first podium of the year will have sparked extra hunger in his bid for a second World Championship. Adrien Fourmaux started 2025 strongly with an impressive podium finish at Rally Monte Carlo, but the Frenchman's run of bad luck has been merciless since then, falling victim to a snowbank at Rally Sweden and experiencing more than his fair share of mechanical faults in Kenya. Despite retiring 3 times, Fourmaux committed himself to a Super Sunday points raid, going fastest overall and winning the Wolf Power Stage, taking 10 crucial points from a very arduous weekend to put him level on points with Rovanperä. He remains overdue a maiden victory, and Fourmaux is the only Rally 1 driver to have won in Gran Canaria before, taking victory at the 2020 ERC edition of Rally Islas Canarius. M-Sport Ford are back to running 2 cars with Josh McAlean and Gregoire Munster aiming for success. Munster took his best result of the season so far in Kenya, despite difficult personal circumstances, finishing the rally in the top 5 following the death of his grandfather prior to day 1.
Yeah, it was for us important to do a good result, because I know he's watching up there, and yeah, it was really tough this weekend. But we managed to continue, we never gave up.
Despite experiencing a difficult safari debut, Josh McAlean left with the second top 10 finish of his rookie season. And with previous experience here in Rally 2 machinery, this could be a real opportunity for the Irishman to shine. 37 Rally 2 crews make up one of the strongest ever WRC2 fields in Gran Canaria. Asphalt specialist and Monte Carlo winner Johan Rossell returns for his second event of 2025 and is joined by his brother Leo, who also starts his second rally of the season after finishing on the podium at the Curtain Raiser. The driver who split the battling brothers in Monte Carlo, Nikolai Gryazin, has chosen Rally Islas Canarius as his first point-scoring event in the WRC2 Championship, and former WRC2 World Champion Emil Lindholm will be out to make a mark in his first appearance of the season. Championship leader Oliver Solberg will make his 4th start of the year, but won't be fighting for points this time around. So strap yourself in for the 4th round of the 2025 World Rally Championship. Watch all the action live on Rally TV and brace yourself for what is set to be the fastest and most furious event of the season so far.
34 right sharp, middle, into